Dao Wu Zang. This takes you through each of the 5 main yin organs to give you the most opportunity for saturation, which is necessary for the yin organs. They need to fill to the point of overflowing if they're going to be the most help for the body and its balance that it's working to create. And so this Qigong set takes us through each organ individually and gives us an opportunity to really fill to the point of being full and overflowing each of those 5 organs. So Dao Wu Zang. Building my Wuji posture. The first organ is the lungs. So we inhale, allowing our arms to drift out to the side. Exhale, and allow them to come in together, facing the heart and the lungs. The palms of your hands facing inward. Inhale and exhale. As we inhale, we allow the arms to drift apart, the shoulders coming together. As we exhale, the palms face towards the sky. The pinkies, the 5th fingers come back towards each other. We inhale, drawing the arms apart. We exhale, bringing them together. You'll notice also that as I open and expand and close my shoulders together, I come forward onto my toes. As I bring my pinkies and my hands back towards one another, I push back onto my heels. This is the physical aspects of this Qigong exercise for the lungs. Now we incorporate our intention through our imagination. So as we're inhaling, we're filling the lungs, we're filling the lung channels, which come from the front of the shoulders down the arms to the thumbs. And as we exhale, we're gathering and guiding with the large intestine channel from the pointer finger back to the face. Inhaling, filling the lung, organ and channel. Exhale, coursing through large intestine channel. Gathering, filling, exhaling, and coursing that white light for the lungs, the element of metal. Another aspect of our imagination is to imagine that we're actually filling with this white light that nourishes and supports the lungs. And with a little more knowledge about our energetic anatomy and how the meridians run and work in tandem with one another, we can recognize that the lung channel is a part of a greater confluence, the Tai-Yin confluence, which originates in the spleen channel, which is the big toe. So I'm filling from that big toe up through my legs, up through my torso, to fill into my arms and down to my thumbs. And then as I exhale, I'm coursing down Yang Ming. First my large intestine, and then down my stomach channel, back down to my feet. All to support the lungs, all to support the metal element. Go ahead, exhale for a final time, bringing the hands back towards one another in front of the chest. Hold as if hugging a great tree. And now imagine that this is a beach ball between your hands and your chest that you can roll on top of and actually come behind that beach ball and float it down your belly to hold it against your belt, engaging your belt, engaging against your core. Inhaling and allowing the arms to come out to the sides, we move to the kidneys, the element of water. Exhaling, and one hand comes to the forehead, while the other hand, the back of the other hand goes to the level of your kidneys, at the base of the ribs. We inhale and pivot on the spine, leading by the elbow. Exhale, stooping down to gather, and then inhale as we gather that water, lifting it up. We exhale, imagining that water move through our arms, move through our torso, into the other arm, into the other kidneys. And we stoop to inhale. Scooping up water from the sea that surrounds us is our imagination. Pouring through those arms, through this back. Simple enough movement. It's very circular and can confuse the mind sometimes. So we slowly inhale, scooping, and we exhale, just allowing it to filter through the body to that backhand. In, out. You notice I bend my knees to really scoop down into that sea. And I lengthen my neck to really fill all of my skeleton as I exhale. The skeleton is the tissue of the kidneys, the part of the body that is governed by this water element. Let's do one more. Scooping this water, pouring it down the arms, directly into the kidneys. We allow the arms to come out to the sides. Inhaling and exhaling to switch. Now we're opposite elbow is up and leading us as we inhale. Exhale to begin our scooping. And then inhale, coming across the body, scooping up that water. Lengthening the spine as we exhale, coursing through and into the kidneys. Like a great water slide through our arms. One arm, then our shoulders, and the other arm, and finally into the kidneys. Exhaling, allowing that flow to course through. Inhaling to scoop. Pumping chi up with my knees and with my posture as well. Good, let's do one final scoop. Coming to that central neutral position. Inhale, and the arms both come out to the sides again. Exhale, and this time we hold a ball of chi between the two palms, right at the level of our diaphragm. Now I move into the liver, the wood element, or the element of plants, all the living green things. Start to course that chi ball as if I were kneading a big ball of pizza dough. That's the feeling and the sensation between my palms, and it dictates how slow I go with my arms when I imagine this taffy-like material stretching between my palms. Once I get this rhythm and this flow of the hands, I can start to focus a little deeper with my intention. And I'm dipping into my liver, pushing out any stagnation, and I'm dipping into that liver, the point of it on the other side of the body, and pushing out stagnation. It's a very big organ that reaches all the way across my midline. I'm grabbing any darkness, any turbidity, any stagnation, pushing it out, and as I come back in, I'm drawing in green, just like the wonderful plants that resonate with this organ. out with any stress, any tension, any frustration, any anger. And in with creativity, with lightness, with flow, with green. I'll also use my knees and my posture to act as a pump with this kneading of the chi. As I'm pressing and pulling is when I will sink down to pump that chi up, and as I reach the extension of my arm is when I will stand back up to draw that yin energy further up my skeleton. This liver has a channel pathway that goes right up through the head to the very tip top of the head, called the vertex. Almost exactly like a conifer tree will reach the very tip top of itself right up to the sky closest to the heavens, the sun, the moon, and the stars. So the plant energy in us has a very same internal channel pathway that I like to sense and feel, and once I can get to that very tip top of my tree inside of me and I'm at the vertex of my head, I know that I've done a good softening and rejuvenating for the liver and for the plant element, the wood element. So I can take both hands, come straight out on top of that imaginary beach ball, and I roll it back into my torso, down my belly, coming underneath it so that I can once again hold it against my belt buckle. We move into the fire element, the heart. And one hand comes right underneath the navel, while the other comes right into the notch of the sternum. The lower hand brushes away the chi, brushing through that sea that we were just gathering before, creating turbulence here inside the palm as it pushes against that sea. So it pushes, drawing our attention and our movement in that direction. The upper hand presses in the same direction that the lower hand is pulling. So we get this simultaneous but opposing movement that finishes in both palms facing away, and my torso turned towards the side, my hips still facing forward, my knees still facing forward. I then change my hands, change the orientation so that my palms are facing me. Now I have a gliding lower hand and a new brushing upper hand to come across, come to the other side, and I press my palms away. My upper hand at the level of my eyes, my lower hand still at the level of my heart. I flip my hands, change the orientation, see my palms, and allow that lower hand to glide through the sea, creating all of that movement in the palm, and the upper hand to scrape across my chest, taking any emotional stagnation, pressing it out and away. Inhaling, exhaling as it presses away. Flipping the hands, letting them remain in their orientation so as to relax the thoughts, relax the mind, make it very accomplishable. Flipping the hands, coursing through, exhaling, pressing away. Let's do one more. Flip to see, stay in that position as you glide across, and then press. To finish, our lower hand comes to that position below the navel, our upper hand comes to that position at the sternum, almost like holding a candle with the flame on top. We move into the final element, the earth element, and to do so, we do a movement similar to our pulling down heavens. So we allow our arms to swing down, even stooping a little bit in the knees, to inhale and gather all around the ambient chi of all that we have generated and collected. And we exhale and pull it right down through front, back, and center, right down all the way through the body and out the feet. And our hands continue twisting by coming back behind and creating a triangle with the thumb and the forefinger, but behind the glutes. Once we've made it there, we inhale and bring our hands in front of the pelvis with that same shape, that same triangle, facing the ground. We exhale and relax into our feet. We inhale and bring that triangle up over the head by keeping our shoulders relaxed. Keep them floating down, keeping them tucked into the back pockets. Bring this triangle up over the head. We look up through it, trying to keep our core engaged, not arching our back, keeping things nice and straight. Exhale and relax our shoulders. Look up through this triangle. We inhale and we twist to one side, reaching up with our palms towards the sky, feeling a twist in the waist, in the ribs. We exhale, we come back to that neutral position, still looking up towards the ceiling, towards the sky through our triangle. We inhale and twist the other direction, growing taller, elongating through all of the musculature from our toes and legs up through the torso, through the arms and into the hands. We exhale, we come back to that neutral position, relaxing those muscles, making sure our shoulders relax and melt down. Don't crawl up to the ears like mine were doing. Inhaling, going back to the original side, twisting and reaching, coming back to center. And again, twisting and reaching as we inhale, strengthening the spleen, strengthening the earth element. So also strengthening the stomach, the yang ming, the other part of the tai yin as well. Inhaling to twist, exhaling back to neutral. And one more, inhaling, twisting, looking up through that triangle, shoulders relaxed down, exhaling, coming back to neutral. Inhale and face the palms towards you as you slowly guide them down the body, feeling them like flashlights, shining light, beaming photons at your body as you come all the way back down to a relaxed, neutral position. Good, and we want to do a gathering of all of this ambient chi that we've generated and that we've worked off of us and into the environment. We want to put it in our dantian, which is our battery pack. This is where our reserves arise from when we need to dig deep. It comes from here. So we want to refill that whenever possible. And at the end of a Qigong set is always a wonderful time to do it. So gathering the Qi up towards the unicorn horn, the point that is right out in front of Yin Tang, and exhaling and just dropping it right down into the dantian. Again, we gather all the ambient Qi around up into that point. Like if we had a unicorn horn right at the tip of it, all this Qi has gathered and we drop it right into the dantian, relaxing the knees, relaxing the pelvis, relaxing the shoulders, lengthening the neck. One final time we gather and drop it. Good. Dao Wu Zang, powerful Qigong, done in a short amount of time. Thanks for watching. Become a conduit, feet together, palms, fingertips. I'll see you next time. Namaste.